Hey guys, it's Tuesday afternoon and here's going to be one interesting Speedway chat show. It's Childsy.
Good evening, everybody. What a week it's been, Jazz. Haven't seen you since you spiked me and I stole your toilet paper on Tuesday.
Oh, you're an idiot. So the shock news that Childsy's going to be leaving the Speedway chat show, which is sad news. I knew about 3 minutes before he posted it on Facebook. So it was a shock to me as much as it was. He did tell me first. It was a shock to me as much as it was to you guys. Do you want to explain, Childsy, or
nothing to explain? Let's talk about Speedway. It's why we're here. I'm just one man, and what a man I am. Okay. Oh, yeah, we go. Oh, look at this.
So we've got comments.
Here's me, mate. Yeah, we finally got comments coming through. There's my mate, Roy Miller. I tell you what, Roy, you're a flaming galah. You're a cunny funt. Oh, I forgot the other one.
You forgot the third one, didn't you?
I forgot the third one. Oh.
Brilliant.
Oh, Roy,
So just before we go any further, the guys from Corporate Connections who do all the merchandise for the Speedway Chat Show have sent me 4 hats, and these hats, there will be more once we get rid of all of those. But every 2,000 gold stars that we get donated, we will be giving away one of these Speedway Chat Show hats. They're good hats, Childsy. You'd wear one, wouldn't you?
I'd wear one.
So we got these from Corporate Connections. Remember, you go to my website, which is www.bluemonkeymedia.com, and you can go to the Speedway Chat Show on there. And these are there. There's T-shirts, there's hoodies, there's all sorts of things, kids stuff, everything. You can go there and look cool as we do, or try to.
Yeah.
Also, I want to just get in there before we move on is I want to say a massive thanks to Ian Jordan from Speculate to Accumulate for helping out with the Speedway Chat Show. And yeah, he helps out with Eastbourne, he helps out with Plymouth, he helps out with Team GB, and has been helping us out with this as well. We quickly just said a minute ago, the comments, we aren't seeing all of the comments that were before the show for some reason. They're only coming through as live. So if you put a comment in before the show went live on the in the reminder post, then get on now and post whatever it was you said, because we can't see it. We have to go through into Facebook. But anyway, let's talk about
Speedway
live streams.
No, yes, Wacken Furries. They got it, Roy. Oh, I love Aussie slang. Right, so hello, Mark. Hello, Helen. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Tara. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Anne. Hello, Michelle. It's my mission tonight not to miss anyone. And Gail McCarthy. Let us know where you're watching from. Welcome to the Speedway Chat Show. Lovely Tuesday. It's been a bit sticky today, Jez. How was it down in Newquay?
Oh, we was covered in sea mist. Like, it wasn't, yeah. Couldn't see
erotic.
Past the end of the garden. Yeah, it was all right.
And if anyone doesn't know, Jerry lives near a famous film location, which I was super excited about when we had lunch, wasn't I?
You was. Well, you were super excited the whole time you were here.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Who wouldn't be? I stole Jerry's toilet paper because he uses non-allergenic stuff because he sits down to wee since he become a vegetarian. But hey, choices. So last Tuesday, we did a live stream, didn't we? And we've right. Can I see what you see down the bottom so we can start as we're going to start now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What can you see?
I can see 3 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So last Tuesday, Jerry and I produced from Plymouth. I was a bag of nerves. We'll get into that on the actual show that we're going to talk about. But I was absolutely devastated the next day. I received a text and I messed up pretty bad. We messed up. I messed up.
Yeah, we both missed it.
We both messed up on Monday. Throughout Tuesday. Oh God, whenever it was. Yep. A lot of people don't realize I was actually doing 2 jobs that night as well. I was doing the the live stream. Plus, I had 2 microphones, so I had to do the emceeing down at. Well, I didn't have to, but they asked me to, and I can't say no. So anyway, through all the stuff, we missed something, and on the Tuesday, I got a text off Jerry, saying I can't believe we missed Wednesday. We got a text off Jerry saying I can't believe we missed this, and I was absolutely devastated because the boys that rode deserved for us to see it. So what it was is a gentleman posted, "I'll give £100 to the top point scorer on the night." We missed it. Ben Morley was the top point scorer. So it gutted me because we should have seen it, especially something of that magnitude. So I reached out on the Wednesday to the gentleman that did it. Didn't hear nothing for a while. And I saw, damn, I was starting to think I'm going to have to spend £100 of my own money because I really felt bad. But we reached out, and the gentleman, I have to call him that, said, "No worries, I'm happy to honour it. I'll PayPal it direct to the rider." Wow, that's the Speedway community. There's no better way than to get the gentleman on. He has a son that rides, it turns out. We've had a bit of a laugh trying to get some technical issues. But FSS Electrical is his name. His son's, he's Sean Scott, and his son is Jody Scott, and they join us right now.
Hello,
welcome
mate.
to the show.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
And we can see you.
You can see us, can you? After all that, yeah.
Yeah. So obviously that was the background of it, Sean. Before we move on to the Speedway sensation that is Jody, what made you want to give £100 out?
Well, I've been a Speedway fan all my life, since I was a lot younger than Jody, 5 or 6 years old, and we've, since I started my business a few years ago, we've got involved with 1 or 2 riders at Kings Lynn, which is a local track. Big
explains
fans.
the accent then.
Yeah. Sorry about that. If you need an interpreter. So at the end of the day, we massive Speedway fans, like to get involved. And I just thought that what you did with the live stream at Plymouth was great. It was grassroots Speedway, and it's brilliant to see you guys do what you do. So we just thought, I thought let's get involved and help out a little bit. Just get involved with it. So
mate,
that's simple as that.
Mate, it's to me, those are the things. I helped someone out today. I'm not going to mention names, and I don't even really know them, to be honest. But I helped someone out today, and what you did, I know. I've seen the Conference League as I once knew it at Newport, and I know pretty much to a certain degree, GP boys excluded, and those top-notch guys. It pretty much takes the same amount of money to start a Speedway bike, no matter at what level you ride at.
Yeah, tell me about
it. The chassis cost the same, the tires cost the same. There are the finer tuner things. And mate, I was absolutely gutted that we missed it. I'm absolutely overwhelmed that you honoured it. Ben Morley, who can't make it with us tonight, he would have loved to, but Ben Morley did receive it. No, it's. Who's that? Colin? No, it's from Tesco's. It's called Woodsman. And I started it before I come on, so I'm getting through it. It's not JD. So Ben couldn't be here, and you honoured it. You PayPal'd it to Ben, and given Ben's night, the gratification of it just really touched us, Sean. So I can't thank you enough on behalf of Ben, behalf of the whole 3-team tournament experience. £100's a massive amount of money. It's, the way I look at it, being involved in the sport, he didn't have to pay fuel that night, in terms of, it was a pure profit, mate. So it's just thank you. So now moving on to the real star, Jody. Welcome to the show, sunshine.
Yes.
Oh, he's a talker. Oh, look out. Oh, geez. I got my work cut out here. So little birdie told me that it takes for you a while, but you end up washing your own bikes and doing your stuff in the garage. Do you enjoy that?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
What?
It's fun.
Yeah, I think I got a little photo here of you doing something like that, haven't we, Jerry?
2 seconds.
This is why I got it. Look, I sent you 3. Anyway, have we got a photo of him riding?
We got 3 photos of him riding.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Hang on, is
There
that
you
you
go.
or your brother? No, there we go. This is him. Look at this kid. Look at this.
That's Jody.
That's Jody. Look at that. You made the famous Speedway Chat show. So, who do you look up to in the Speedway world, buddy?
Well, Robert Lambert and
Never heard of him. His face.
Matty Zagar.
Yeah, tops. Yeah. So Robert Lambert, a credit to Robert Lambert. He's been on the show a couple of times, European champion, lives up your way. He's actually our most viewed video by memory. I think 44,000 views on that one. So so you can make something when you're born in Norfolk. Is it?
We may talk funny, but there's a lot of talent there.
So what's your ambitions then, Jody? Like, what's his level like that at the moment, and where do you see the next few years blossoming for him?
Well,
he's
How old are you?
He's 13. He
Right.
doesn't say much. He's 13. He's been riding for the last 2.5, 3 years. We started down at Roy House at the Hagen Shocks Academy, and since then he's been trained by Peter Schrock. He's just started racing. We've done 2 or 3 meetings. We've just started the British Youth Series. We raced at Scunthorpe Sunday in an amateur meeting, and he absolutely improved 100% over the meet, and he's getting better and better. It's early days yet, but he's shown promise. So I'm going to back him all the way. Because
he's riding at 250.
250, yeah. We started on a 125. We've had some brilliant help from people like Peter Schrock, Martin Hagen from Hagen Shocks, Sam Hagen, his son, been brilliant. The boys have made, because his older brother races as well. He rides as well. And they've made some great friends. The Speedway community, absolutely brilliant. The camaraderie among the boys is great. They've made some brilliant friends. And we're just taking each meeting as it comes. Jody just needs race practice.
Yeah.
And we're going, and that's the way we're going. So, any little thing, everything helps, as you know.
Yeah.
As long as the wallet can take it, we'll keep going.
Thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, look,
I was chatting to Lee Trigger, which is Ben Trigger's dad.
Yeah. We know Ben.
And they travelled all the way to Edinburgh just for a practice last weekend, and they had a blowout on one tyre, and then the spare went down, but they still managed to get there just for a practice. And then apparently they're going back this weekend for the youth championship.
Yeah.
From Plymouth, that's a long drive. It's a good 10-hour drive.
It's a long way. It's a long way. We can't, unfortunately, we can't make the Edinburgh round this weekend. We did the King's Lynn round, which is only 20 minutes away. And we're booked in where we're hopefully going to do the Bellevue round if it goes ahead. Because the more track time we get, the better. And Jody loves it, and he's, like I say, he's improving every single race. So
that's all you got to do, mate. And all the best for the future, Jody. You look pretty stylish on a bike, mate. I hope it all works out. Dad's behind you. More importantly, Dad's behind Speedway as well. And what your dad did, mate, you got to be proud of the old man for giving it to other riders. Would have been nice on a bit of fortnight money or something, though, eh?
No. Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good to see you. Yeah, I walked through the door tonight. Like literally just walked through the door half hour ago, and my son said, "I need your card." I said, "What card?" He said, "Mum's debit card." Well, what is? It's for the PlayStation, Dad. Oh, jeez,
yeah, but unfortunately, they don't realise that you have to put it in to take it out, do they?
Yeah, I know. It's that's the beauty of being parents. But look, if you just joined us, Sean Scott and Jody Scott, Sean donated £100 to the highest point scorer last week. We missed it whilst we were live, which I'll go into now about the live stream. Just wanted to get Sean on to give something back. SSF Electrical is the company. Probably a bit far for you to come down and put a PowerPoint in for me.
Nowhere's too far, mate.
Well, off you come then. 10p a mile. But listen, mate, thanks for joining us. Feel free to watch from backstage or click off and rejoin. But just wanted to get you on because you deserve that. We missed it live. All the best for you, young fella as well, mate. I'll be following your progress. Had a little bit of look at the Facebook page. That's where I got some photos from, mate. So all the best, Jody. Hope it goes well. If you need any experience or any knowledge, don't ask me because I kill Speedway riders. But I'll see you when I'm up your way for Robert Lambert's European Championship party that I'm going to
after party.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, guys.
Thanks very much for having us on. Really,
no worries.
Yeah. Great show, guys. Keep the good work up.
No worries.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Well
fellas.
done.
See you later.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Well,
there we go.
What a good deed I've done today. Right. Let's talk about this live stream, Jez.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. What do you
Absolutely.
want to talk about?
Oh, hands down, probably some of the best Speedway racing. I don't know. I think I said it live, didn't I? Let's go to the start. We turned up at 11 o'clock in the day after being down your house, and I was an absolute bag of nerves, wasn't I? I think I spoke to me missus. Must have rang me missus 5 or 6 times saying I don't know whether I can do it, and that shocks a lot of people. Jerry knows me as a friend.
Yeah.
We do take this serious, but I was an absolute bag of nerves, especially when I was told I had to MC as well. So 2 microphones. Don't turn that one off, or turn that one off when the announcer's doing his bit. Keep that one. That's going to be live, and you can't turn that off. And I think I just lost it, didn't I? I got a bit too much. But look, that's probably why it come out why it did. But
I think it was brilliant, and I think you've probably been a bit hard on yourself. I don't think anybody watched it and thought negative. I think it was all good, and you've got to look at it. The fact that the live stream that we did was run by me, Childsy, and Andy Haig on the camera. Andy pointed the camera in the right direction.
Yeah,
I was
fantastic
doing
job.
all the graphics, the audio, everything else, and Childsy had to be entertaining for you guys. When you're looking at Sky Sports or BT Sports, Eurosport, things like, they have a trailer that turns up with probably 8 people in it that are doing graphics. They're producing it. They're keying things up. They're doing the action replays. There's multiple cameras. There's a director. There's a producer. All of these things, and it was just me and Childsy. And I think that's
and Andy.
The comments that we've had some great comments from people. People saying that we should have done the British final and things like that, which was would have been a great honour. But
yeah, it would have been great, wouldn't it? But one of us is.
Oh yeah. Andy's actually been asked to film the
So Andy, who does Isle of Wight and Poole, kindly come and gave us a hand at Plymouth. Andy got a phone call the following day after, obviously, fantastic camera work. So Andy's been hired to film the British final. So the people that are going to pay, rest assured, at least if Andy's on the camera on Ben 1, it'll be fantastic and won't look like ice hockey. So that was that. But credit to the boys as well down there. Hadn't been on a bike for a while. After their first ride, you could see the deep breaths, couldn't you, out of some of them, and it was just refreshing Speedway for me. It was such a high. It was, a bit emotional at times to get a nice reception from the people online. So just to put you in the picture, I couldn't see what was happening. I didn't know how it was going out. I think until we started, I seen some comments and I could see what it was like. I was reading off an actual program trying to get the riders' names right. And the one we posted out is the funniest thing, the Heat 15. I made the biggest cock up in the world and no one's mentioned it either, which I think I got away with that until someone watches. So
What was that? Is that when you called Henry Atkins Richard Andrews? That one?
That's it. Yeah. As he as Brennan. So I haven't seen any of our shows back. I can't watch myself back. So I haven't actually seen any of our chat shows. I haven't actually seen the live stream. I can't press play. I haven't watched anything back. So maybe I'm a little bit too harsh on myself. But what a night it was. So thank you everyone that paid less than a $5 to do that. Am I disappointed that at least one of us on this screen isn't involved further in live streaming? Absolutely. Is it the reason I won't be taking part for a little bit? No, that's not the reason. I'm not a jealous person. I'm absolutely over the effing moon if I put some noses out and got people to live stream the British final. I'm absolutely over the moon that what Jerry and I have done has brought some sort of show before a Grand Prix. Am I jealous? Absolutely not. Am I a human being with other things? Yeah, absolutely. It's widely known that I've gone back into the career that I had before lockdown. And sometimes you've got to make choices. Time over money. And it shouldn't be. It's not directly about money. But it takes a lot, and it's been a whirlwind of a ride. And at the moment, with starting a new job, being on the look, I'm not going to get emotional about it because I am, because I love this show. I love what I do. But look, for people that know me, I do suffer with ADHD, and I guess going from such a high of Plymouth, which it was, to getting back to your everyday thing, it doesn't take much of something to affect people. And I've made a choice that I just need to have a reality check, guys. I'll speak openly and truly to you. It's just a reality check for me. I'm a complicated person. I've got a very, very, very select few group of actual friends that know Childsy. Look, putting it straight, if I rang myself, I wouldn't answer. I am hard. Yeah, I know you do. Look, I am hard work. And look, I never say never, but look, I've got a fantastic wife of 20 years, and I got 2 kids. And although what you see is an hour, there's a little bit to my life. Then
a lot more goes into it than the hour that you see on screen.
There's a lot more that goes
into it.
Look, I haven't got a call from BT Sports or Talking to or anyone like that. It's people that know me will understand that I'm a bit erratic in things I do. But I do love this, and I love Speedway, and I want everyone to keep tuning in on Tuesday night. The new co-host, when that's confirmed, will be absolutely sensational. So that's all it is, guys. Thanks for the messages on the side. Is everything okay? Yeah, look, I'm okay. But there's a few things that have happened, especially in the past week, that just led to that. But that's me. That's out of the way. So that's why. Geez, I got bloody emotional today. Putting all the comments together from the live stream. It means a lot. Yeah, and it should really spur me on to do it, but that everyone will know. So these are the comments that we got during the live stream that I didn't get to see, and Jerry made me go back and have a read today, and really meant a lot. It really did. It meant a lot from Sean using our platform to help another rider, Sean Scott. It it blew me away. But sometimes that can lead me to let down what really is important to me, which is my wife and kids. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I know exactly who I am and where I'll get in this sort of game, and this is it. So, I'm never going to be asked to do the mainstream stuff. So in my own little way, I just need to step back and just take a breather for a bit and understand what's important in my life, which is my wife and kids, and make sure on the one day off I've got for the foreseeable future that it's them who has their dad and who has their husband. So that's the bit behind it. It's no more than that. I didn't really want to get too deep into it because it's my life, but I appreciate all the messages. So that's it, guys. It's just Childsy's one complicated mind. Whew, you don't want to live this one. So let's move on. So we done the live stream on Tuesday, and then we get to Wednesday. Oh my God. Hearing the news and seeing what I had on my phone to be able to give you, our viewers, a heads up that the Endless Tyre was banned. I mean, I was running around. Suspended. Shit. Sorry, Jerry. Suspended. Was geez, that was probably one of my highlights looking back. I was running around like a fat kid on food, wasn't I? To have the connections in Speedway, and listen, Jerry's very legal, and Childsy is a bit loose. So yeah, Jerry was driving, weren't you?
So Childsy's been phoning me like twice a day for the last, however long since we first heard about the tyre situation. And I'm like, dude, you've got to be careful. We've got to say the right thing. You can't turn around and just go, oh, yeah, it's this. And then it doesn't turn out to be that, because then we're liable for the things that we say. We've got to take responsibility for what we put out there. And then when he got the message to say, yeah, they've been suspended. Yeah, Childsy was a happy boy.
Yeah,
right.
And look, do you know why I was happy? Because I personally took a bit of shit from the first live video. Not directly. You read in the comments, don't you? When you love a sport that much and opinionated as Speedway, you read into stuff, and I think that's probably been my fall. So yeah, you do, and oh God, guys, I really wanted to tell you the truth as soon as we knew it, but the people that Jerry and I get to talk to, their friendship means everything to us, and they trusted us, so we couldn't let everything out of the bag, but we knew something wasn't right. And then to see all the comments around this, or Monster had a say, or they must be legal. There's more to it. It's FIM accredited. So to see the evidence that we had, that they were suspended, and I love a live video. I love a live one. Was good because you guys actually heard it before. So if you go fast forward to, we broke the news on the Wednesday, didn't we? And then they had the Grand Prix on the Friday, and they publicly announced that they were informed on the Thursday, which we actually knew on the Wednesday. So yeah, the tyres. Let's get into the tyres. Are you looking at these comments, Jerry? Because I want to make tonight not missing on the comments. I'm just trying to struggle with the comments. So look, what did I see? What did I see? I seen from for what it's worth. I spent a lot of Grand Prix with Chris Holder and the Australian World Cup team. I understand what good looks like in terms of how a Speedway bike reacts. My phone was red hot after Roslov from riders, other people saying, did you see what I see, etc. So look, what does good look like on a Speedway bike at that level? I can tell you that if you get to the first corner half a wheel in front of your opponent, that is everything. It's like trying to find a 10th in an F1 car. So when
leaning on your laptop or something, you're getting some really bad feedback through your headphones.
Just do them. I think it's the whiskey, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
How's
right.
that? Is that better? So look, let's rewind a couple of weeks. Something stood out straight away. Artem Laguda, Magic Janoski, full credit. They used something that they were allowed to use, but you don't win consistently against those riders that margin. You don't come off corners at the same time as someone and leap ahead that much. So that's how the story developed. That's how we broke it to you. So look, behind the scenes, there was, and I've spoke to a few people. I'm allowed to say it. There was implications of legal action from all sides. You can imagine the complication around something. So to finally get the news and to share it with you guys was pretty special on the Wednesday. And geez, didn't we get some good feedback about breaking news? So
yeah, I mean, it's a really tough situation, this whole thing, because it's like, you know, the riders that are on the Analyst tyres, they're not doing anything wrong. They've done their pre-season testing. They've turned around and they've gone, wow, these tyres are really good.
I'll stop you there, Jerry.
Okay.
Everyone did their pre-season testing. We're on the same thread, so you know what I'm about to say. I'll choose my words carefully. Everyone tested tyres up to a certain week, okay, as we understand it. And then a change happened. By that change, most of the riders that tested the Antlers tyre had determined it wasn't as good as the Midas. A few riders, had connections with sponsors, etc., in line with Antlers. A new batch of tyre come out, a new production run on a certain week, and all of a sudden it worked a lot better. Why wouldn't you use it? That's, it's nothing to do with the riders. That was the fine line. Everyone had the opportunity. Paul Bellamy was absolutely right in saying everyone did, but the facts didn't come out in terms of how it all evolved. So you can carry on now, Jerry.
Yeah, so I mean, whatever the situation is with the tyres, I've not looked into it that much, as has been Childsy's thing. But the riders that are riding the Antlers tyres, people are saying, should they have their Grand Prix points taken away from them? No. I mean, they rode a tyre that was legal at the point, right? But then you could turn around and say, well, the riders that wasn't on the Antlers tyres, did they have a fair run? And this is about being fair at the World Championship, when there's other riders that have now had an advantage over them because of a tyre. So it's not Artem Laguta's fault, or it's not Magic's fault,
or the other four,
or the other guys. It's not like they've turned around and gone, oh, I'm going to ride a 650 or something like that. They haven't done that. So then, for instance, if Magic or Artem went to win the world title this year, if you're, for instance, Ty, who said he spends £350,000 to give him the best opportunity to win a world title, he spent all of that money and hasn't won his world title, possibly because of an unfair advantage that he doesn't have. So it's a really tricky situation. And then, for instance, if Magic did win and there was, I don't know, let's say he wins the world title, people are going to turn around and go, oh, it's because of those first two rounds when you scored all those points and you got, and we could all be wrong, and the tyres wasn't actually it, and it just happened that those two riders were on real good days. They found grip wherever they did, or whatever they did.
I hope, just like Liverpool FC with an asterisk next to their title this year. I don't even like football, just trying to be controversial. No, look, I hope everyone looks back and says, look, Artem and Magic had extremely good rounds. All I'm saying is there's a lot of people in Speedway with extremely good eye, and it was no surprise and no disrespect to any rider, but it was no surprise investigations were made, because those sort of margins that people were winning by in the first couple of rounds are unheard of at that level. What comes out of this? Look, I will tell you, and Jerry and I I probably can say this, it's not the end of this saga, unfortunately. It might run on based on the information we've got, and I hope Jerry gives me a text and says, I got some information, can you do a live video? Sorry for sacking you, but can you do this? Like, you know. But look, that's a Tyre thing. So look, looking back, you guys honestly heard it first. We literally, I've got something on my phone. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to share. But if I ever get pulled up on anything, I can pull it up and it'd be like a get out of jail free card, because it's absolutely from the highest level. So look, you absolutely guys did hear it first. So we're proud of bringing you that, and the show will continue to bring you scoops. Obviously I will be behind the scenes as much as I can, feeding information to the show. What I can say is it's not the last time I'm going to be sat here, but it is going to be the last time for a little while. For a little while. So, you know, really appreciate all the comments. That's why I tried to get it away with yesterday. I'm an emotional creature, and when I went live and said, you guys mean the world to us, you still do. And do you know what? I absolutely wish I could meet every bloody one of you someday at some speedway. And because I'm a cheapskate and I just want a beer, probably. But right, so tyres now. Yeah. So moving on to the Grand Prix. Yes, that's the tyres. The Grand Prix. Wow. What, Jerry? What do you like? We were treated to.
Yeah, it was some of the best racing I've seen. You know, the first Grand Prix was unreal. You know, there's lots of passing and stuff like that. But
yeah. Right. Can I just take a minute and just flick through these, because I just want to make sure we're not missing anything, because it's just getting more. Hi guys, hi Sandra. Let's just take a breather, because we don't want to miss anything, because we've already made that mistake, haven't we? So hello everyone that's coming up on the screen. I've got to flick this with my own fingers. Jerry's going to talk some while I just flick through.
Yeah. So as the Speedway Chat show goes,
hang on. No, wait. Breaking news. Got a bone to pick with you, Mr. Matthews. Sent this to Jerry today, didn't I, Jerry?
You did, I'll show you.
Look at Jerry getting naughty. Mr. Nick Skippy Matthews, bone to pick with you, my friend. So let's go back to a couple of weeks ago when we announced we're going to do a live stream from Plymouth. You put an angry face emoji, and you know how much I hate angry face emojis, and I got the proof because I sent it to Jerry. Moving on. Right.
I can't see it.
Evening, boys. The A3 Caveney bound. Hey, Sammy. A3, A30 Cardiff bound from. Stop in, Sammy. Hope you're not watching whilst driving. That'd be gold, wouldn't it? I love it. Stop in, Newport at the Cauldron. Get me out of the house so I can go to the pub, please. Please give me a message. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, can't do Speedway Chat show, but you'll go to the pub.
Yeah. Privileges. You're a top man, Childsy. Miss. Oh, don't do this. Oh, well up again. Chris, going to miss you, mate. Look, let's never say never. I think Chris just messaged me privately as well. And look, guys, feel free. Those who are friends with me on Facebook, I do get joy in the messages, and I do see a bit of the joy I give back to you guys on some things, and I've had some weird requests, which make my day. Watching from Exeter, hi Sharon, even lads. Sorry, don't want to be boring and drop viewers off, but I want to give everyone a shout out tonight. Hi boys from sunny Brixham. Is that like if you want to Brixham, Cammy?
No. Brixham is in Devon.
I was gonna say, man. Well, I'm not messing with that dude if he's from the one in London. Is it Brixham in London? Brixton, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Evening, guys. Can't believe it's your last show. Great show, Childsy. Mad as a March here. Great times. We'll miss you all. Yeah. Look, let's never say never. So I was saying about that before. The Speedway Chat show is going to carry on.
Yes. Without Childsy. I have been speaking with a friend of mine who is a MC for live events. So I think we'll get him in for the live broadcast like we did at Plymouth. He's
Eastbourne.
not cheap, but he does big arena shows for motocross and supercross and things like that. So he will be brilliant. He's not going to know as much as Childsy about Speedway, but he's, that's what he does for a living. And then we have a possible new co-host for the chat show, and I messaged a couple of people earlier. Obviously, Childsy being the first one, and,
sure.
and said, he was the first person I spoke to.
Good on you,
and
Jerry.
the person who hopefully he's going to respond and say yes, he's going to do it, I think will be brilliant. I think it'd be brilliant for the chat show. It'd be brilliant for him. He's somebody that we've had on the show before. I think it'd be quite cool.
Oh, get your guesses in.
Yeah, get your guesses in. So if we can get him on, I think it'll be good. It's not going to be the same as having Childsy, but it'll be different.
Unless there's someone out there willing to make a financial donation on a weekly basis to the Childsy Stay on the Chat Show fund. No, just kidding.
No one's that desperate.
I know.
But I think also what we need to do is, because it's Childsy's last show.
You're such a cunny fun.
So because it's Childs's last show, and he did say about last week about all the likes and comments and stuff like that. Did we get you just over 100 100 impressions, didn't we?
What happened?
How many likes and stuff did you get
likes,
last week?
yeah, we got to 100, didn't we? Yeah, so we need.
So let's see if we can get 150. We've got 140 people watching live now.
Hang on, there's a love story here. Look at this breaking news. Yvonne Limbry Hall, very, very great supporters of the chat show. I know that because I take notice of all the names. I've become friends with people I haven't spoke to. Watching from Church Crookham Eastbourne supporters, although we met at Reading Speedway. Oh, that's just absolutely. I love that shit. When people meet at a speedway and fall in love, like you know it must be love to be like two anoraks like myself to go to the speedway and find someone else that likes skinny.
Where did you find Vix?
Oh, outside Boomer's Chicken in Newport. So me and Watto. Do you know Watto? Did I mention Watto?
I've never heard you mention Watto. No.
I'm not happy with him because I messaged him. He hasn't replied back. You're moving up the best friend ladder, Jerry. Right. So I met Vicky one night outside Boomer's Chicken, and because I realized she was quite vulnerable, and this is how nice I am to ladies. You don't take advantage when they're drunk, guys. So I decided to give her. No, this is a true story.
Sober her up.
No. See, this is why I'm leaving. You keep butting in. Right? So, right, listen. This is how I treat a lady. I said, if you really like me, you're going to have to be teamwork with your friend. Not in that way. I gave Vicky half my phone number and her friend the other half. So if they woke up in the morning and they remembered it, hopefully Vicky would call me. I didn't get a call. I know. I was gutted. So I started to stalk her and be really creepy. No, that's a lie. But I did outside Boomers. I gave my missus half my phone number and her friend the other half, thinking that's fair. But I didn't get a call. So she hated me when she first met me, like most people do. But anyway, look. Love
when
is
did
what
that turn around?
It hasn't. So Chris, Gibby Gib, love you boys. Yeah, wicked, man. Haven't seen you for absolutely bloody donkey's years, mate. Hopefully this shit, which is revamped up across the UK, it gets better. It's pretty bad where I am. School shutting down on a daily basis. McClellan, Mary Alice. Yeah, hi from Glasgow. Hello up there. The Speedway chat show at some stage promises to do a northern influence, I'm pretty sure. No, it's not the JD. We've done the one. Look, watching from the Isle of Wight. Hi, hope you got to see some of your boys at the 3-team tournament. They were absolutely outstanding. Oh my God, I've lost the comments, Jerry. Oh my God.
Childsy, do you know how many comments there are? There's too many to go through every single one.
Oh shit, really?
We'll just go through some.
Okay, let's move on. Okay.
The
so
ones.
Can this be an extended show until we get down to no viewers? Let's stay up to midnight. Right. So The Grand Prix. Yeah. Tell you what, and so happy for Jason. I know I've been hard on him. But on a level playing field, he's done something. Jason must have changed something. I know he's had a lot of advice from a lot of people. And I tell you what, it takes a massive speedway rider to come out and actually say he has been part of the problem. I think he mentioned that.
The whole COVID thing's not been good for him. He was saying.
Yeah, no, it hasn't. Look, and I think we said it first, or I said it first, that Jason needs to be busy. Absolutely does. But wow, what a Jason Doyle we've seen, and the mist. And I will talk about the Saturday night, and I don't care what anyone says. I've watched the replay time and time again. Was Jason hard? Absolutely. But if you're in front, if you make a clear move and that person has to slow up not to hit you, that's fair. That's Speedway. That's a gentleman's agreement. If you get past cleanly and then they've got to avoid hitting you, that's fair game. That's absolutely. If you, oh God, I want to
drive in the side of him.
If you drive in the side of someone, Jerry, I've got no issues with that. Absolutely not. If you're the quicker man and you're taking a line, what I absolutely have issue with is if you make a mistake, if you're out of control, and we all know what out of control on a speedway bike looks like. If you're out of control, which gives you an advantage, and you know you're going to go into the side of someone because you're out of control and not quicker, that's what I have issue with. That's what happened with Liam Madsen, and I will stand by that, and I respect everyone else's opinion. Absolutely. Has Jason been an angel? Absolutely not. Has Jason not done the same thing? Absolutely not. But in the heat of the moment, I was talking about them. That, what Leon did was calculated. He had the opportunity to come third still without risking serious injury, which that accident could have been so much more for the sake of being what he did. So agree or not agree, I don't care. I don't hold it against anyone. I've messaged people privately on this topic. If you're out of control, and then if you get out of control, go across in front of someone, absolutely okay. But he knew he was going to hit Jason by being out of control. That was my argument. So, but look, fair income. Fuck, he had to go at Leon on the podium. Oh, man, I was loving it. That was a good night, wasn't it?
I got a text from Doyley, and he was saying exactly what you were saying. He's not really enjoyed living in Poland. There's a lot of waiting around. His wife is in Norwich. She's a nurse, so she's dealing with everything that she's got to deal with. And he's stuck out in Poland, not with her. So he's not been on his top performance, I don't think. But yeah, he. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but he sort of said something to Phil Morris and said he was going to give Leon Madsen a slap, and he said, "No, calm down, calm down. You get £2,500 fine if you do that."
Fuck, we all would have chipped in. I would have chipped in.
That's what I said. I reckon we could have raised the money, but I don't think that's the point.
Look, Speedway was the winner. Look, I know I'll never convince anyone that the FIM's decision. Look at this. Oh, Andre, you did brilliant at Kingsland to Jody. Jody's still watching. Well done. This is it. What we have learnt. Oh, excuse me. This whiskey's good. Crikey. What we have learnt from going to Plymouth, and I've been at all levels of Speedway my whole life. I'll die with Speedway, I guess. What Jerry and I try to speak for both of us, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I got super excited at the level of Speedway down at Plymouth. It's a fantastic arena. It really teaches It really teaches youngsters the craft of throttle control, turning a 500 inside out, and holy moly, those boys put on a show. Then to see someone like Andrea just then put on a comment cheering on someone, as an example with Jody Scott, is what this sport needs more of. The guys aren't polished, they're learning. Encouragement, get behind them. This is what makes me excited, because when someone comes up to me with or acknowledges the experience that I have, and I'll be honest, not everyone watching this knows what I've done and where I've been, and that's okay. I don't walk around going, I'm Childsy. I'm far from it. Believe it or not, I'm actually quite a shy and reserved person when there's no one around.
Oh, right, when there's no one around.
Fuck off, Jerry. Right? So, and don't bullshit. I'm actually a very supportive person. I think I just hope that we can all see that the future is in the Jody Scotts of the world and the Ben Triggers of the world, and the James Pearsons in Australia, and the young kids, and they get to such a great level and leave the sport because it's political, or it just winds me up. But Andrea, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is great. Thank you. You didn't even have to mention you were watching Jody. It's just great stuff. I love that. It's the Norfolk contingent. Why are they so hard on themselves about their accent? Sean messaged me going, "I'm from Norfolk. Don't hold it against me," when we was trying to get him on. I don't hold anything from Norfolk. I must be missing something there. So.
Because they've got so many fingers and toes.
I'm joking.
Well,
that's a bit harsh.
I was joking.
Jesus Christ!
I live in Cornwall. There's more of it here than there is anywhere.
So Peter, yeah. So look, thanks, Sue. Yeah, look. If you've only just joined us, I had a bit of a teary moment earlier, and look, the biggest thing for someone with ADHD is, which now everyone knows I got, is when you know you got it and you're diagnosed with it. I choose not to medicate for it, which gives me that I have tics and things that I try to keep private, and some people pick up on them and some don't. But when you have it, it's pretty hard to pretty hard to deal with it, and I only developed it in an adult life. So thank you for all the comments. It's not, I think someone said after Plymouth, what a turnaround. I think it was Shane, oh God, I forget his name, Shane Day maybe. I just wish everyone knew me for me, and not what you see here, and not what you see out. I'm not that person. I helped someone out today that I know, but I don't know. And the response was absolutely brilliant. So you'll get to know me. I just need a break, and it's just a reality check. So if you're just joining us, so the Grand Prix at the moment, Freddie Lindgren's, well, oh God, we're a bit sporadic tonight, aren't we? Freddie Lindgren, can he hold on to it? I'm going to say no, right?
I really like Freddie, and I would love for him to win a world title, but
I don't know. I just don't think
consistency is just not there.
Yeah,
which is a massive shame, because, like I said, James Popham sent us a message the other day in our little group, with all the numbers of what they scored and what they've received, and Freddie's on about 15 points or something more than what he's actually scored in the races. So that this year's Grand Prix series has actually benefited him more than any other rider, which is madness. But this is what we were saying. Some riders it's going to benefit and some it's not. So
what's this one here? Jack was happy to chat with you at the meeting. Holly,
Oh, little Jack. Yeah, it was
Oh.
little Jack. Remember the little kid that was stood with his mum, and he was walking past the little box that we had.
Oh, and he had the
Richard Andrews stuff on.
Oh, what a legend! He was like dressed from head to toe. Hey, Jack.
Hey.
He was like famous on like Facebook for like 5 seconds, like me. And that man, I got excited. It's like it took me back to my days. The first Speedway I went to was Sydney Showground, and I sort of seen me with my mum at a Speedway, but there wasn't merchandise back then. I think I probably had a pair of Dunlop volleys on and a pair of shorts and thongs or something. So, yeah, no, hi, Jack. Yeah, happy to chat to you as well. It's you're probably the next generation super fan or maybe rider. So hi, Holly. Thanks for the comment. Yeah, I chat to anyone, don't I? I think I remember just stopping them. That was brilliant. How can anyone say bad? You only got the show right. Yeah, I know. Ben, I follow Ben, right? I think he's like me. I think
Pain in the ass.
no, I like Ben's I speak to Ben off, and I think I think Ben's pretty cool. He doesn't hold anything back. Every time we presented at Ken, I've been close to wetting myself beforehand. Yeah, I know the feeling. The live feed you boys producers really raised the bar of Speedway broadcast, and Defo should be involved in Brisbane. Oh, thanks, Ben. Yeah, like wetting myself at Plymouth. Oh my God, I was a fucking bag of nerves, and I get nervous before this. You know, you put yourself out there, and a couple of times we've said to people, do you want to come on the show? Like, we'll put it out. If you want to come on this show tonight and have a chat with me, put it in there and we'll make it happen. And no one does. So go on. If you want to come on and have a chat, it's nerve-wracking. I don't just do this for fun. This is scary. Well done coming. So if anyone does, I don't know how many comments we got. I can't keep up. But if you want to come on and talk about either the live stream, how it affected you, the tyre situation, or the Grand Prix so far, message and come on and have a bit of a debate with Childsy and see how far you get. That'd be good.
I think also we've only got how long we've only got a couple more minutes left.
No, I'm staying on then. You go to sleep.
Okay. But we've only got a few more minutes left, and I think we really should talk about everything that we've achieved with the Speedway Chat Show.
Oh no, don't talk about that because it's not the end, is it?
It's not the end. It's nowhere near the end. But
is that an hour already?
Yeah, we're at an hour already.
I got to learn to shut up.
Like when we started the Speedway Chat Show, I spoke to Childsy. He was doing his stuff for Amazon and stuff like that, and he was like, "Oh, we should do this," and I'd love to, be emceeing at events and things like that. And I've seen.
I'm not going until we get 100 likes, reactions.
Yeah.
I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
So 27 more, please.
I've seen Childsy on the mic, and I genuinely think he's the most entertaining Speedway commentator I've seen.
Shut up.
And I was like, right, let's get him out there. Let's do what we can, to sort of get him to going to Speedway and, earning good money to go and do what he does, and in turn would promote Speedway and make it a better product for the fans and potential new fans to see. I'll be honest, I don't think there's anywhere, maybe Bellevue is the only one that I would say is doing a good job of making the actual meeting a good production as a show.
You just open yourself up to a can of worms, Jerry. I'm going to tune in next week.
I don't give a shit because it's true. Prove me wrong, please prove me wrong. What we did at Plymouth the other day, there was not a bad comment. It was, I think, was what Speedway needs, and it's how it needs to move forward. And if nothing else comes from what we've done up to this point, I genuinely believe that we were the driving force behind Talking Dirt. I genuinely don't believe that any live streaming would have happened, without us for the British final. I think that was also pushed by us. And we had this conversation the other day backstage. It's not just Speedway. I genuinely think that there are people out there that have a job for promoting a company. It could be in the car industry or whatever, and then somebody else comes along and goes, we should be doing this. Now, if that person who has the suggestion turns around and goes, yeah, we should be doing this, why did the person who was supposed to be advertising and marketing the thing not come up with that idea? Because that's what they get paid the big bucks for. And I think what we've done is we've put the cat amongst the pigeons, and made, even if we don't do it, then they've done it because of things that we've put up. And I think, if nothing else, we've helped Speedway and pushed Speedway to do something different. And I'm not willing to stop yet. There's Childsy might be giving up, but
oh God, Jerry.
No, but all seriousness, there's lots more to do. We're a million miles away from it being the success that it was many years ago, and it's changing that thought process of what a Speedway meeting is.
And look, I will say,
this is absolutely 2 seconds. Absolutely no disrespect to Debbie Hancock, but we were speaking to her before, and she said to Childsy about coming to Somerset next year. And she said, "Oh, when you turn up, I'll put your name on the gate, and I'll get your burger and chips for you and your boy for Childsy to do some emceeing." And this is no disrespect to Debbie, because this is what happens in Speedway. And there's people that will turn up and they'll get on the mic for free, and free entry, and a packet of crisps or whatever it is. But we should be at a point where we're getting the right people to do the right jobs to promote the sport and making it a proper show. And, getting Derek down the road because he'll turn up for free is not the go. Any business you have, you've got to invest to get anything out of it.
Well, God, Jerry, I think you've just done like 6 months worth of talking on one show.
Let's hope that we have put the cat amongst the pigeons, and we have
absolutely.
As disheartening as it is that we've worked our backsides off, and we haven't, pretty much all of the things come from,
you know what,
the expense has come
Jerry,
from me,
Jerry, listen. Oh no, I can't say it. Go on.
No, but what I'm saying is like, there's we're not backed by anybody. This is solely been paid.
Oh, Ian Jordan,
Ian Jordan's helped
absolutely
amazingly, and all the equipment that we have here and all the rest of it is all been funded by myself. Childsy's gone out and got laptops and lights and things like that, just for the Speedway Chat Show, and we haven't really got anything back from it. It's not, and it's not about that, but to turn around,
at some stage it is, and has, look, I said it earlier, has some of the decision for me to step back, has some of the decision to step back been around financial? Yes, it has. I have to weigh up, everyone's got their own scenario at home, haven't they? Everyone has, whether you live a lifestyle up here, whether you live a lifestyle down there. My philosophy has always been around weighing up a hobby against, which this is, weighing up a hobby against time away, whether it be an hour of a night, whether I've just walked in the door, whether I haven't eaten yet tonight, against a financial return. And as much as it hurt Jerry and I, not hurt's the wrong word. It was
disappointing, I think.
It was painful to have to charge people or ask for money to stream Plymouth. Jerry and I absolutely would have loved to have done it for nothing. We absolutely would have. Would have. And I speak for both of us. We couldn't. There's people that But there's people that might not have been able at that time on a Tuesday to spare £3.80. That's the state of Britain, and that's the state of some of our viewers, and I totally get it. It hurt to have to say, if you want to watch us, GP Childsy, international nobody, and former magician who won't even show his friend a trick, Jerry Sims, right? Bring you something, you're going to have to pay for it. Now, Facebook set the price at $4.99, and that was the cheapest option. Okay, so we tried to get a lot more free access out there to people that we physically know couldn't, but there was an issue with access in terms of that. It's not directly a bit of the reason, but I have a wife and 2 kids as well. So, you know, money is what turns the light on, turns that on. So, look, I really hope, for whatever reason, something turns around and I can work it, and I have to fire the next new co-host and be back on Facebook in a month, because I'd love to. Yeah. But there's things to it. So that's it. But look, what Jerry just said, and I think I put it in the post. Thanks for everything so far. It's not the end, but listen, be positive. Speedway's the winner. Speedway's absolutely well and truly the winner. Thanks to us so far, the British final's now going to be streamed, because on a shoestring budget for less than a fiver, we showed it could be done. For making no money for months out of this, except our time to give you Speedway people, you get Talking Dirt, fueled by Monster Energy. You're getting something else on Speedway because of us. I will say it again. Am I absolutely gutted we're not involved? Yeah, not me. I know I'm never going to be in the masses. That's fine. But Jerry fucking deserves to be. The shit that this guy comes up with is absolutely ridiculous in terms of behind the scenes. It's crazy. To give you guys what he did from Plymouth on a shoestring budget for less than a fiver was absolutely insane. I get that. I know where I am in life. I'm just taking a reality check. So I don't get carried away and say, don't worry, love, I'm not going to work. Eurosport's ringing, because that's what ADHD does. It fucks you up. It makes you think you're going to be someone when you're not. So, yes, I will chill, and then hopefully I'll be back. But it won't be next week. I've just got to reassess and come down to earth and be realistic about where I'm going, because this does give me a rush. It gives me a rush with people messaging. It gives 3 more comments and I can shut up. Oh, angry face. Who was that? Hang on. Dave Mercer. Whatever. So it does. It gives me a rush, and then I go back to what I got to do to pay the bills. Right. So. Yeah. I'm not. I just want to say, you can go if you want, Jerry. I've got loads to talk about still.
Just shut up. Just want to say massive thanks to Ian Jordan. He just said that you've got Speculate to accumulate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you do, and it has been a massive help. You know, we do put a bit of advertising spend behind the post to outreach to new people who are interested in Speedway that don't necessarily know about us, and that money all comes from Ian. So Childsy's going to cry in a minute. Go on, let's see if we can make Childsy cry before the end of the video.
You will. You know you will.
Yes, we've got lots of comments.
No, look, I try to be honest with you guys. I didn't want to. I had messages just before we come on. I didn't want to get deep about shit. And I don't want people to go, oh, Childsy, whatever. That's not what I'm about at all. Like I'm starting to learn to like myself a lot more than I probably did, years ago. I'm starting to deal with myself a lot more than I did years ago. I understand why people don't pick up the phone when I call them. I have a very close network of friends that do pick up. And I'm really super
I'm one of
proud.
them.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely. Do you remember that phone call we had?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Whenever I'm driving down the motorway,
yeah, it's
I literally,
stupid.
if I'm driving back from London to Cornwall, pretty much I get to the same spot and I think I haven't spoken to Childsy for a while, right?
Bristol,
And
yeah.
I'll phone him up. Well, obviously not phone him up while I'm driving. I've got hands free. But I'll phone him up and I'll be like, "You're right, mate. What are you up to?" And he goes, "Are you at Bristol?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You only ever call me when you're at Bristol." I mean, I go to London a lot, so we do speak a lot. But yeah. It was,
and I hope that little story helps everyone realize that how much someone picking up the phone helps people. And I said that to Jerry. I remember the day I was coming through the Bringlass tunnels and we had a bit of a heart to heart. And I said to Jerry, I remember because I put the Euro Millions on. Remember, Jez? I said it was 100 and it was when it was 166 million, and Jerry called.
I don't understand this question.
Oh, hang on a second.
No, sorry, go.
Yeah. It was 166 million, and I said to Jerry, if I win tonight, I think I said maybe 10 million, and he went, "What?" And I said, "Well, firstly, because if I offer, I'm going to give you. That means if you ever win, you have to give me." but it was because Jerry always answered. Jerry absolutely always answers when I ring, and I hope people can relate to that out there. That I know personally how it feels when someone doesn't answer the phone to you. You start to think, what have I done? Are they embarrassed of me? Do they think I'm just going to chat bullshit? And I've had that pretty much my whole adult life, in terms of when you go out, you know you're out with Childsy. Waking up the next morning's pretty rough with me. I'm like, oh my fuck, what have I done? But Jerry always did, and still does. And I've got a real close circle of friends in and out of Speedway that do that, and they know who they are, and some are famous and some aren't. But as, for example, I don't want to get their names mixed up, but if I can, just quickly, Mary McAllen Alice from Glasgow, Joe Goff, Chris Neve, Sean Scott, Tom Waller, Neil Middleditch, Roy Miller, Ben Clifton, Leon Anderson in Australia, Andy Haig, Adele Edwards, Craig Boyce, James Poppen, Ken Burnett, Oliver Burnson, Josh Goodgen, Joe Parsons, Chris Tattles, James Holder, Mark Phillips, Meredith Shettery, Sterry, Rodney McDonald, Nick Skippy Matthews, Craig Goff, Lewis Parsons, Cole McIlroy, Mark Jones, Adam Shields. This is just going through my messenger. Wombat, Frank Smart, Kate Elizabeth, which is Kate Jones, Craig Watson, Steve-O Steve, Dave Rowlandson, Cameron C. Saval, Debbie Hancock, Tamara Balsam, Niels Christian Everson, Chris Holder, Daniel Lynn, Adrian Smart, Christopher Keeley, Josh Hewitt, Graham Pearson, Dale Clark, Ben Morley, Andrew Day, Sally Edwards, Dan Winchester, Cole Bickley, Heather McNeely, Stuart Adele Baker, Christian Lund, Michael Cantwell, John Bulmer, Paul Hart, Emma Mickelson, Simon Corbett, Becky Kuto, Peter Moore, Tom Young, Laura Alice, Jerry Sims, Hayley Williams, Dave Barris, Lewis Goff, Brady Kurt, Simon Barry, Alan Atherton, Kevin Rawton, Honey Stanford, Paul Griffiths, Wilbur Hancock, Sue Rutherford, Cole Newman, Chris Neath, Alan Rossiter, Jason Doyle, Mick Poole. This is, I shouldn't stop, but I'm going to have to because it just keeps going on. You all have had an impact on my life, literally, since the Speedway Chat Show. And it's just amazing. Oh, Simon Bedden, Tara Miller, because she always watches, Helen Lambert, Martin Matthews, Max Frick, Darcy Ward.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of him. Steve Kurtz, Ben Warburton, Darren Williams, Tony Ricardson. I know. Tony Ricardson. Terry Day, Kylie Adams, my sister. Delete. Shane Parker. So thank you, everyone. It's been absolutely an amazing ride, and I do hope to get. Oh, hang on. Is someone being smart? Hang on.
Probably.
No, Just a random. So
Yeah.
it's just, look, we have had a ball up until now, Jerry. Really appreciate your friendship. We'll continue to stay mates. Absolutely, we will. Has anyone messaged to say they want to come on and have a chat? Hang on. Scroll.
Mark Phillips.
Did he?
He said before he'd come on.
Did someone say I've got a disease? Shane Charles, you know how much it means to me. Oh, my friend Jake Barrett. Oh my God. Right. So last Saturday, off. Sorry, don't turn off just because it's not Speedway, but it does mean something. Last Saturday I got absolutely wasted after the crop. Oh, I slept into 4 o'clock on Sunday. It was afternoon, and I think I kept Jake up till about 3 a.m, and he just wanted to go to sleep. I wouldn't let him. Brilliant. Right, cool. Does anyone come on and say hello? No.
So I just want to quickly say a massive thanks to
Jake
Mark
will come
Phillips.
on. Yes, can you send Jake a link? He will. Yeah,
okay, cool, I will. I just want to say a massive thanks to Mark Phillips.
Yes, absolutely.
What went down at Plymouth last week was insane. It was so good. The racing was good. Everything was organised. The social distancing. He not only run the first Speedway meeting of the season for himself there. It was under COVID restrictions. We were live streaming. He was, had tried to get Childsy doing the emceeing as well and looking after the track and
everything. Got a sausage.
And it run, I think, as smoothly as it possibly could.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I come up with ideas all the time. I've been to, I was very good friends with Torben Olsen, who was Speedway director or whatever it was of IMG. I've been there. I've had lots of talks with them about different ideas and TV shows and things for Speedway. And it sort of all got pushed aside. I've been speaking with the BSPA about different things for them, and it gets pushed to one side and doesn't ever happen. When I go to Mark Phillips and talk to him about an idea that I have, or he's always going, how can we make this happen? And nothing gets in that guy's way. You can say no to you blue in the face, but he's going to do it. He's going to find a way of making it happen. And a massive part of, yes, we turned up and we did the live stream, but it wouldn't have happened without Mark.
No, absolutely not.
Sure.
I've just sent a couple of links. So if you just got a link, I'm only seeing who would come on. If you got a link, do you know what? Let's roll with this because I want to speak to people just before I have a break. And that's my brother-in-law, right? He won't come on. He's just gone to Turkey and had a hair transplant and his face is swollen.
I've just put the link for this chat in the comments. So if anyone clicks that, the first few people to click that
get
link,
into it.
He's going to come online. Let's do this. For Childsy's last show.
Yeah.
We can have up to 6 people on the show at once. We've got Sean in the background still. Wave to us, Sean.
Oh, hello, Sean. He's still there.
He's still there.
Still there, mate.
Did you see the comment about your boy?
Yeah. Right, mate.
As a father, and I'm a dad, so I support my boy in Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto. What else does he play? He's good at it. My son, he loves it. But as a father, that must mean a lot, yeah.
As a father, there's no limit, is there? I mean,
no, there isn't.
Anything about your son is great.
Yeah, wicked. Oh, look, so our next guest, I've seen this one before. I think her name's Lexi.
Yeah, Tara, your microphone's on mute.
There we go. Yeah, I think her name's Lexi. And I think she's a Ty Wooferton fan. Yeah.
And your audio, Tara, is coming from the TV. We can hear it coming through. If you could turn the music.
Telly.
Oh,
if you mute
sorry.
the telly, it'll be fine.
Technical, Jerry. Sorry about him, Tara.
Right, we got Andy Hopkins here as well.
Oh, Andy. Right, so let's go back to Tara. Oh, this is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
This might make me stay, Jerry. Right.
No.
Lexi. So listen, it's okay. It's okay to say Childsy's your best and not Ty Wooferton. It's okay. Go on.
So
Say-
who's your favourite, Lexi?
Who's your favourite?
Oh.
Childsy or Jerry?
Go
on.
Or Woofy. You could say Woofy.
No, forget Wolfie, Childsy or Jerry. I like that.
Childsy or Jerry? Come on, which one?
Childsy.
Yeah.
Childsy? What?
Oh my God.
Right. So we can only. Sean, I'm gonna just drop you backstage just so we can get some more people on. Right. Here we go.
Right, Andy Hopkins.
Hi, Shane.
How are you,
Thanks,
mate?
Jerry.
How are you?
Right. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming on. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that during COVID, missing all the Speedway and the Speedway chat show come on, it's just my son here, little Woofy fan.
Hey,
Yeah.
Woofy fan.
We are Woofy fans. We've been doing the challenges. We didn't
No,
win the
not
Magic-
Wolf Nala.
We didn't win the
Sorry.
Magic Challenge, or we didn't win the Woofy Challenge, and there's no way maybe you and Jerry can have a go at the Extreme Lindback Challenge this week. But it's just great to see two people who have Speedway running through their veins. I got into it. Really pleased to see Bruce Pennell on, because that was the first race I ever went to see.
I might turn the
Was
TV
Bruce
off then.
Pennell a long time ago. And now my son's into Speedway, my daughter's into it. And we live Pontypridd, which is not far from you, Shane.
I work in Pontypridd now.
Yeah, we're in Pontypridd, yeah.
I work there now.
Do you?
Yeah, I work
Yeah,
at
he's at the
Hutchins.
Vauxhall garage.
Right. Well, I shall pop the Vauxhall. I've got an Insignia. It's going in quick fit tomorrow. I should have brought it down for you to service it.
Can you please come and say hello?
I will, absolutely, Shane.
Oh, let me take a photo. This is the best. I'm loving this. Hang on.
Absolutely, Shane.
Yeah,
But-
please do, Andy.
But what I wanted to do is just say that the Speedway, in a way, it's great that, in some ways, it's great that it's a bit of a niche sport, because I don't want everybody jumping on, but it does need to get bigger. It deserves a far wider audience. And some of the ideas that you're coming up with, and Jerry is coming up with, I think Tyre is one of the guys that should be pushing and tries to push these ideas as well.
Yeah. he does, yeah.
Ty's great. Ty's really proactive in getting Speedway in the people's forefront of the people's minds. You know, like he's pretty good.
Yeah, and I'm going to have a go at. I don't know if you've ever used any of the other audience members have had a go, but I'm going to have a ride and slide at Leicester on October 31st.
Brilliant.
Halloween. Good luck.
Aidan Collins, who runs the ride and slide or ride and skid or whatever it's called, he watched the show and he's actually offered us. So when we were going to do the bike idea with Martin Hagan, where we're going to build a bike and give away to somebody who donates towards that bike for giving, so we can buy another bike. Aidan actually has offered a free ride and skid for one of our followers who donates. So, you know, I think that's going to be a winter project now, that we'll do that over the winter, and we're going to make that happen. But yeah, Aidan Collins, what a guy! Say you've been watching my show.
Right, excellent. Well, thanks
Tara,
for everything.
Can I kick Tara out just so we can get more people in?
Yeah, if there's more people, yeah.
There is loads more
Jakey
people.
boy, we'll get to you, Elm Tree 21, in a second. Jakey boy, you there?
He's asleep.
Okay, get him off. Get him back in. Right, Elm Tree 21. Hello. Microphone. Elm Tree 21.
She's got muted her microphone.
Hang on. I'll see that. Right, let's stay there. Hang on.
Okay.
Here goes.
Next.
Andrea and Summer. Colby? Is it Colby?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. 2 seconds. Elm Tree 21's back. Right. 21. Hello. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Someone's TV's on in the background.
Yeah, if you got your TV on, turn it. Oh, this is wicked. I'm loving this.
Microphone.
Hang on. Right, so what's your name? Where are you from? Stay there. Egan.
Okay. Next.
Nah. Whose microphone?
Colby?
No, someone's TV's on in the background. It's
2 seconds. L3
needs to be
21's back.
muted.
Right, 21.
Right, hi.
This isn't working,
Sorry,
is it?
I'm listening to it on
the video as well because
Yeah, turn that off.
Yeah, turn it off or turn it on. Sorry.
Right, hello.
That was fun.
She back?
It's because I
Right.
can't hear you very well on this for a moment.
Okay, now we can hear you
Someone
now.
speak and I'll tell you if I can hear.
Hello?
Can you hear us?
It's me. That was Adele.
Okay.
Now I
Sorry,
can hear nothing, but I
Elm
don't
Tree
know who's
21. We're
laughing.
going to
Gonna
get
have to
rid
put
of
her-
you.
Right, okay. Andrea and Summer, hello. Oh, wicked. So you're the Colbys.
We are.
Oh, thanks. What do you wanna say?
We'll miss seeing you on a Tuesday. We love tuning in, don't we? You need to come to Norfolk. You need to come to Kings Lynn. You need to come watch the Speedway here. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy Kings Lynn. I've got really so growing up in Australia, Kings Lynn. When I think of Kings Lynn, I actually think of a gentleman called Stephen Davies. Don't know if you go back into Speedway that long, but Stephen Dingo Davies from Australia, an absolute gentleman of a rider. And I remember him telling me a story. I don't know whether he was riding for Kings Lynn at Peterborough or was at Kings Lynn, but he tells me a story about a rope and his front wheel and crashing and growing up as a kid in Oz. Kings Lynn is absolutely at the forefront of big name tracks: Oxford, Peterborough, Kings Lynn, Swindon, Pool Pirates. So you're blessed to live in an awesome town, and thank you for being a supporter of what we're doing and what we tried to aim. I absolutely know your last name because of your comments, and getting behind it. So hopefully we've brought some Speedway joy throughout what is undoubtedly a real tough time for everyone. And I hope you and your family is keeping well. And we've all missed it this year, haven't we? And it's not nice. But who is that? Summer? Yeah, I remember you. Summer. How do I remember Summer? I think it's probably a couple of shout outs. Hey, Summer. And now look, you're on Facebook Live to the world. Well, thanks for coming on to say hello. We're going to move on because we don't want any more angry faces. So thanks for all your support, and Andrea and Summer. I do really appreciate it. And once my mind gets better, I'll come back.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Right,
Steve
so
Clark. Have we got Steve Clark?
Hello, Shane. How you doing? How you doing, Shane? How you doing, mate?
It's not Clarky from Newport.
It is, mate. It is, mate. It is. How you doing?
Oh my God! So Steve Clark was the scrutineer at Newport.
That's right.
Is that right? My God, you have aged.
Oh, tell me about it. I love you too, Shane. I love you.
I know. So listen, I was speaking about me being hard work. You can obviously elaborate a bit about that. We go way back.
Oh yeah, mate. I could tell you a few stories. I could tell you. And the one,
I probably
the
can't
one
remember them.
Yeah, you. Well, I don't think you remember this one, but this one was after meeting. We had a few bevies in the bar like we normally do. And he said, "Oh, Clark, you got your van?" I said, "Yes." "Oh, any chance of a lift?" "Can you remember it?" I said, "Yeah, fine." I said, "I just got to go and pick my daughter up first from my in-laws."
Stop it there, Clarky.
No, it's pretty good, mate. It's not. No, it's fine.
Right, go on.
So we went and picked her up. And bear in mind, she's 14. She gets in the van. And you sang to her all the way home. And she said, get out of the van, she said, "Who the hell is that?" I said, "It's Childsy." I said, "What is mechanic?" She said, "He didn't stop singing." I said, "He's a happy guy."
What was I singing?
I don't know, mate. I just had to concentrate on the road.
So I think I spoke to your boy. Is it Dale?
Yeah, you did, mate. Yeah, he said me the other day he spoke to you. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. And then when he said your dad was Steve, so yeah, great to see you. Look,
Yeah.
we say it's a small world. I've been back in Newport for 2 years, and I haven't seen anyone from Newport Speedway. But look, thanks for coming on and reliving a,
Funny moment.
Yeah, it's not often a story with me involved is under the curfew time.
If you got another 2 hours, I got plenty, mate. There's no
we don't. Right,
Andy, I'm just going to drop you out because we've got somebody else that I need to bring in quickly.
I'll see you at the garage, Andy.
Yeah.
No worries, mate.
All right, cheers, Steve. Thank you, Jack. Hello, Jack.
Hi.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Who's your favourite? Oh, this is Jack.
Yeah, this is Jack. Yeah.
Oh, I remember you. So you're Richard Andrews' fan from Plymouth, aren't you, Jack?
Yeah.
What do you love about Speedway? Tell me, because I'm super interested.
The smell.
So what do you think it is? Do you think
Not the
it's
racing.
do you think it's the methanol or the oil?
The methanol.
It's not, Jack. It's the oil that makes the smell. And how old are you, Jack?
9.
Right. So when I was your age, I always used to think it was the methanol, but it's not. It's the oil. So I know, and I used to think the same. So methanol actually burns really, really clean. And some people, like native Australians, they actually drink it, but I don't recommend that, Jack.
No, don't.
Don't ever drink it. Don't ever drink it.
So Richard Andrews is your favourite rider, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard Andrews took Jack around Plymouth. Was it last year, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Richard, all the boys, they got him a helmet. I think it was Benji Compton. Was it Benji Compton? No.
Wilson.
Who was it?
Benji
Wilson. Ben Wilson. Yeah. So he got him a helmet. All the riders signed it, and then Jack got to do a lap of Plymouth on Richard Andrews' bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
How exciting was that?
Exciting.
Yeah.
Was that the best thing you ever happened to you?
Yep.
Oh no, but now you've met me, so no. Oh. So how many friends at your school like Speedway?
All of them.
Do they?
All of them.
Do they go to Plymouth?
No.
Why not?
Jack, it's your responsibility to make sure you get more of your friends coming to Speedway.
You are now the Plymouth Gladiators promoter, Jack.
Representative for your school.
Which gives you free entry to the next meeting, care of Ian Jordan and Mark Phillips. That gives you a free Polish sausage, care of Ian Jordan and Mark Phillips. Jack, it's absolute pleasure to meet you. I really did enjoy seeing you at Plymouth with all your Richard Andrews gear on. And I hope, do you want to be a rider one day?
Yeah.
Do you? Well, hopefully Childsy and Jerry might be able to help you make that happen when you get old enough, if I'm still around.
As long as your mum and dad pay for it.
Yeah. I really like kids like you who like the sport I liked, and I remember being 9 and the smell's good. Do you like getting hit with the dirt? Do you stand on the corner?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the best, isn't it? What about the tear-offs? Do you try get the tear-offs off the riders? Have you got any tear-offs?
You've got Benji's.
Yeah.
Richie's.
Yeah.
Adam.
Oh, yes.
And Jamie's.
Yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do for you, right? I'm going to put some pressure on one of my friends.
He hasn't got any friends, Jack.
That's true. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this happen for you, right? And this is my promise, okay? By the end of the season, when all the boys are packed up, I'm going to get a nice pair of proper goggles off a rider for you. Okay, that's my live
Right.
TV Facebook promise. Okay,
we'll hold him to that.
no problem. Hey, it's got to wait to the end of the season, but that's going to be my mission. My mission is to get a pair of Speedway riders goggles. Okay, I can't say who they're from, but I think you'll like it. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on the show, little fella.
Take care.
Oh no, you take care. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, mate.
Ian
So
Jordan.
here he is, the man, the legend that is Ian Jordan.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, this is Ian Jordan. He is Speculate to Accumulate, who's helped us out with our advertising spend. Massive influence in promoting Speedway and helping with our vision, with Mark Phillips's vision for Plymouth. And you're also the director at Eastbourne.
Yeah.
Also personal sponsor of Team GB. Is that right? Or GB Team, whichever way around you're supposed to say it. Is he still there? Oh, is he froze?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still there. Yeah. So personal sponsor of Team GB as well.
I give a little bit of help to Team GB. Yes. Yeah. Through Rob Painter. Yeah.
Yeah. So this man is definitely doing his part for helping promote British Speedway, but also a massive part for helping the youth and the development of Speedway. If you know what I mean, it's not just the top boys that get Ian's help. So,
Adrian, and from me, Ian, really appreciate the comments on our little group chats and things like that, and hopefully tonight's obviously just put you and Mark and that in the position that I'm in.
I think us three and Mark and Matty know some of the hoops that we had to go through last week to put that show on. We didn't get a great deal of help at times from people who maybe should be promoting the sport as we wanted to be promoted, but in the end we got permission to put it on, and I can't thank you guys enough really for everything that you did. And
thanks.
I know it was a 6 or 7 hour job on the day, and many hours that Jerry put in before that, and I know Handy Haig very well, and it was great to see Handy involved as well. He's a top guy as well.
Very helpful.
And, I on behalf of Plymouth Speedway, but also I think on behalf of the tracks in the UK, and the more that we can get that to the masses, the better, really.
Yeah,
sure.
110%. Look, it's unfortunately Speedway's political, and it shouldn't be. And that's from, believe it or not, that's from the lowest league right to the SGP, and oh, don't get me started on that. And it shouldn't be. But look, I sort of exposed myself tonight to everyone watching in terms of where I am mentally and me as a person. And I am an awkward person. I'm like a laxative, I guess. I'm manageable in small doses.
You're Australian, Childsy.
Yeah, I know. But my true, what I've got out of this, I wasn't on the Facebook before, for a reason is I don't like being exposed, and people probably think I love the exposure. It's totally not me. It's just not. What I've got out of this is genuine comments, and it really takes someone a lot to go out of the way to say something nice, but really easy to criticize. So it means so much when people go out of their way to say something nice, because I for one know how easy it is to put someone down. Well, everyone knows how easy it is to be a keyboard warrior. So look, it's just the right time for me, just mentally to step back and I hope I've raised awareness on what I suffer with ADHD. It's really difficult for me not to medicate.
Yeah.
As well. And
I can't. I actually suffer myself from something called cyclothymia, which is very much up and down, into and out of depression. Not kind of as bad as bipolar. So I absolutely get where you come from.
Yeah.
Signal's dropped, I think.
Yeah, someone's dropped. Yeah. Jakey, right? He's moving. I've got to bring him in. Right. Hang on 2
I think
seconds.
Charles.
2 seconds, Ian.
Ian's there again.
Yeah.
Right. Hang on, Ian. Jakey.
Yeah. Right.
Hi, Jake.
Right.
How are you? Right.
Right. So Jake. Oh man, that's right. So last Saturday.
You can let Ian finish his thing.
Yeah, I think Charlie, to finish, I think you've done absolutely the right thing. But the thing you must do, mate, when you're ready, is come back and support Jerry as you've done brilliantly. Because I'm sure the show will go on, as they say, but the show's not ever going to be quite the same without you. So at the right time, when it's right for you, mate, you've got to come back. And
thank you.
I'm sure I speak on behalf of Mark. We will live stream at Plymouth again, and we'll make it work. And if we can, we'll do it. If it's possible, we'll do it for free, because we want to promote Speedway and Plymouth Speedway to the world, to be honest. And there's no better guys to do it than you and Jerry and Andy.
Oh, thanks, Ian. I really appreciate your support. You've been a real ambassador of the show. You're the first one that backed us financially. Which was a credit, and we're not talking amounts, but we're not taking any money, but you've really pushed us to another level. So really appreciate it. Although we have our differences on the Jason Doyle and Madsen incident, we're still buddies.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Ian.
Ian is also the connection between us and corporate
connections. Absolutely.
All of the merchandise, which is
he knows what he's done.
Yeah, so Simon Sprayson and Christine at Corporate Connection are doing a great job for Speedway as well. And they're great people as well.
Yeah, 100%, Ian. Like, you know what you've done, and you know how much it means to us. So thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Thank you.
Cheers,
this
Ian.
man,
Thank
right? Oh, this is good. This man.
Last guess, and then we're going.
Yeah, Jakey Barrett. Tell the Speedway world why, when you mechanic for someone and then leave them, they go on to better things.
Childsy.
Who have you mechanic for, Jakey?
Well. Should we start from the bottom?
Yeah, go on.
Doily.
Yeah.
Where he is now.
Yeah.
Who else did we say the other night?
Brady. Todd. Or Todd. Yeah.
Todd stays and gets on the beers with me, so we like Todd. He can stay.
Yeah, we like Todd.
Everybody else goes to bigger and better things.
They do, don't they? But that's what makes you you. You make people aspire for the top, Jake.
No, they just want to get away from me, I think.
Sam, did you mechanic for Sam?
Sam Masters, yeah.
Yeah, going really good at the moment. Once they leave you, Jake, and that's not in a bad way. That means you're inspiring, Jake.
Inspiring to get away from me, is it?
Yeah. Whatever it is, get a haircut. Look.
Oh, no, I need one. I need one of them hats.
Dixie. You can have this one, Jake.
Oh, I don't know if I can deal with
Charles,
that.
you don't need it anymore now. He's quitting.
Got sacked. Right. Thanks for coming on. What a different show. We're going to wrap it up. Special thanks to Sean Scott. Hope we stay in touch. What you did really touched us the other night to come out of the blue on a live stream and donate money to people that absolutely need it. And Ben Morley absolutely needed it regardless of how much he made. Thank you, Ian Jordan. Thank you, Mark Phillips. Thank you, Joe Parsons, Chris Holder, Greg Hancock. Niels Christian Everson, Maddie Zager, Magic Yanowski, Ollie
Jason,
Allen,
talk
Simon
about-
Stead. Thank you, Rob Godfrey. Thank you,
Damien Bates, Debbie Hancock.
Damien Hancock, Damien Bates, Debbie Hancock.
You've
Thank
forgotten one
you.
person already.
I know, they're our biggest hero, Robert Lambert. Thank you, Robert Lambert. If I forgot someone else?
Yeah, you haven't said Woofy either. Woofy's been on.
Oh,
loads.
Ty
Yeah.
being on the show. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Bruce Penhole.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
How good was that the other day, Childsy, when you announced that you was not going to do it anymore, and Bruce commented?
2 messages from
What a
Bruce
legend.
Penhole. I screenshotted it. That's going to be. But look, thank you, everyone. I really and truly hope to be back when it's right to support my awesome friend Jerry, for giving me the opportunity to express and be myself legally. To a point. I really do. I'm going to miss every Tuesday night. It wasn't a decision I just decided overnight. Please support Jerry. Please watch for the odd comment as well. Thank you, everyone, for letting me be me. You really have absolutely helped me deal with myself better. Appreciate that I can help people better. You've really and truly been my friends, and I just can't.
You're going to
thank
come back though,
everyone.
aren't you, Childsy?
Yeah. I hope I can.
And
I'm a complicated
I want to
person.
say thanks to Childsy for everything that he's done. You know, he's put a lot into this show as well. You know, sometimes I'll phone him at 8 o'clock in the morning and go, shit, forgot the time. You know, but he answers the phone, and we've been rushing around, freaking out at the last minute when we haven't got guests that not turned up and things like that. But whatever happens, I know that I can phone him, and he's going to do whatever he can to make this work for you guys. So I think, from every person who watches the chat show, I think we want to say thanks to you as well, Charles.
Yeah. Jerry. You expose me to all these people, and we're chalk and cheese. We really are. You also need to take a bow, my friend, because I know I'm not easy to deal with. I know I'm erratic. I know I'm me. But this show really this year, through everything we've been through, as me and my family, through COVID, through lockdown, you really have helped me deal with the idiot I am. So from the bottom of my heart, Jerry, I really do thank you for the opportunity. And I will be back. I just need a reality check. So with that, thank you, everyone. Don't be afraid on Facebook to keep in touch, because that will only make things better really, really quickly. And it's been awesome. Thank you.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thank you.